welcome to our Chitty Opinion Wrestling Edition. Boy, I haven't been on here in a while. Been busy. So we got Saturday Night Main Event on Saturday night, May 23rd. I don't know why we're doing a Saturday Night Main Event and then a thing in Italy next week, but whatever. So we're going to do odds and my picks for this. So let's get into it. Why did that not pop up? Oh, that's because this is there. We got Penta versus Ethan Page for the Intercontinental Championship. Penta's a minus 250 and Ethan Page is a plus 170. Here's the thing, right? WWE is clearly trying to go younger with what they're trying to do. This isn't saying that Penta's old, but he's still favored to win. Ethan Page obviously shouldn't be an Intercontinental Champion right off the grip like this. So hopefully we're just looking for a good match here, and Penta will probably win. I think they're doing a good job introducing the young folk and throwing them in right away and putting them against people who can hopefully put them over well, and they can show off their skills as well. So, yeah, I mean, I think we'll just stick with Penta on this one as favored. I don't think it's too complicated to figure out. I'm not going to get too much into what I think WWE is trying to do because I don't think anybody seems to know what WWE is trying to do. So let's jump into what do I got here? I got Sol Ruca versus Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Championship. There is no betting line for this anywhere, which I find strange. Now, probably because they don't know for sure, but I figured you just put an even minus 100 for each and you'd be fine at minus 120. I think it'd be good if Sol Ruca won. Yes, I understand she just got in. I understand that there's this whole thing with earning, but the women's division is a little bit different because they don't seem to really be doing much of anything with anybody as far as the championships are concerned. There's no solid storylines. I think Becky is a great veteran to put over the young talent like she did with the other Irish girl. I can't remember her name. And the idea that Sol Ruca would win would kind of put someone young at the forefront, which is I think is necessary, and someone who's got skill and someone who people are very excited about. I think she could do a little bit better on the mic skills, but besides that, she is one of my favorite. Becky is my favorite. But I think it'd be good because Becky can move on and do anything. She doesn't need a belt. And I think showing off the young talent without having to get involved in what the men are trying to do as far as like interrupting that with young talent getting bigger championships. I think the women's division could use a different push, a different direction, and some more excitement elsewhere when it comes to building up that female brand a little bit better. They seem to be a little bit too much all over the place, like they're doing with the tag team titles. Like Rhea Ripley had to get the women's championship again, which I don't think is really matters, and I think Tiffany could do fine with the United States Championship. So I think Sol Ruca winning this would be a good thing. I think it would do well, like I said, showing off the young talent like it needs to be done. And I said Becky can go anywhere. She could create a feud out of this. Not a big deal. So I would actually, if kind of wish there was odds on this because I would pick Sol Ruca to win, and I think I will. I think this is where it's the way it should go, and it wouldn't surprise me if Becky won either. So I'm just saying, like I said, a good match. I think Becky would do well putting her over, and I think Sol Ruca winning would be fun and exciting. And yeah, so let's move on. We've got the Vision versus Street Profits. The Visions are huge favorites in this, a minus 1,000. I can see why they would want the Vision to win and expect them to win. So it's simply because it's the Vision and they want to hold on and try to build something. But I think the Street Profits should win. I would bet the 550 on the Street Profits winning, and at $5 you would get back 27.50. So I think it would be well worth the $5 bet, to be honest with you. Go to more money for the Clash in Italy pot. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just really surprised the Vision in this one, but maybe because of shenanigans or something. I don't know. But the tag team division is so shit on in the WWE that something needs to be done. They need to give it to a good team. I can't see the Street Profits coming back. after a little bit of break to do nothing. So I'm gonna go with the Street Profits in this one, just because something needs to change somewhere. We have Jade and Charlotte's or Rhea's in the triple threat. I don't care about this match. This doesn't matter to me. Apparently, nobody does. It's a minus 120 for either one of them. I don't think it matters. I don't think there's an implication on this at all for anything. Um, Charlotte, Rhea, and Alexa don't need anything. This is more of a Rhea Jade feud than, I guess. I don't know. I just like, again, they don't know. I don't think people know what they're doing. I think it's just to give them something to do. To be honest with you. So honestly, I don't care who wins. This match does not matter to me. We have, what is this? What are they calling these people? The Scream Mode. I didn't know they were calling them Scream Mode. Paige and Brie Bella against the Irresistible Forces. They need to get rid of this Paige and Brie Bella thing. Brie is not too exciting. Paige needs to go off on her own. Good introduction that they did, and she's here now. They got to put her in the singles and the Irresistible Forces. I like them. I think they match them well together. I think it gives makes Nia more exciting. I think she does better when she has a partner and someone to feed off of. And I think they should win the belts. I think, again, give it to a. I think of them as more of a pure tag team, the Irresistible Forces. Maybe because they actually have a name. That I think they should win. I would put my $5 on them. It's not, you're not getting much back. Are they even on here? Yeah, they are. I mean, you get back your money essentially, but I'd put $5 on them just because. And I think they should win. I think, like I said, the tag team division needs to go back to actual tag teams. And I don't know why they find it so difficult to make tag teams, and make it worth the while and build them up properly and actually build proper feuds. Because there was a point where I think it was early last year where SmackDown was killing it in the men's division with the tag team, and then they just killed it. They put one of the best matches of the year, a ladder match, on like a Friday night, which is fine because I'll take a great match on a Friday night. But there's so much that could be done that they're just ignoring, and I think it's unfair to the girls and their talents, to be honest with you. And I think it's time to find a way to build it back up and put the belts back on an actual tag team. And that's it. That's really all I have to say about that. So there isn't really much. Saturday Night Main Event is just something to do on a Saturday night, and it's a long weekend anyway. I don't know if that how many people will actually watch, but it is on Peacock at least. So if you still get your Peacock subscription, then you're good. So that's all I really get to say for this. There's not much to really put into it. I'm not going to get into any big wrestling stuff or whatever else because I got no thoughts. This is kind of a dead season for sports and stuff, and busy season for me and work. So I am just throwing stuff up as I can think of it. And thank you for watching and enjoy the show. And I'll be back for the Clash in Italy, I guess it's called. Betting lines for, I guess it's next week. Is it already? Damn. Week after? I don't even know what the calendar says. When is Clash in Italy? 2 weeks? Can't be next week, can it? 31st? Oh, I gotta look this up. Clash in. All right. What the hell happened there? Clash in Italy is. It is next Sunday. They have 2 May. That's so stupid. Whatever. So anyway, next week, put up another video for the odds for that. And until then, thank you folks for watching. Until next time, see ya.